That sounds great.
Yeah, okay, ready?
Ready to go.
Signor Mendieta, you are a player who played in a number of different countries. Off the field, what were the skills necessary to be successful in different countries, different footballs, different cultures?
Well, I think it's very important whenever you go, just try to settle quickly in the culture of each country, and then the football. I mean, it takes time, but as much as you play, that gets easier. But for instance, when I arrived to England, it was a big shock culturally because it's a big differences between England and Spain. Not such a big one in Italy, where the lifestyle is very similar to Spanish one. But I found more difficult to adapt to the Italian football than I did to English football. So, just try to not commit mistakes in the sense of, because I think with Spanish, where we go, we have our Spanish TV, we have our Spanish family and friends. You train in the morning, you get back home, and you live like in a Spanish style. You don't really socialize with people from the place, and I think that's wrong. We should try to be more involved with the society.
And this is even easier today with internet. You can talk to your friends. Do you think this is a problem for today's young players going abroad? It's almost a problem that it's so easy to stay in touch with their homeland.
Well, it could be, but I think it's good in another way because especially young people, young players that go abroad, and they miss their family, friends. It's not easy sometimes, especially when the times are tough. Maybe if they're not playing regularly, and I think it helps. But sometimes it makes them maybe miss them even more.
You have obviously made a massive effort with languages, and your English is immaculate. Do you think that this perhaps is a problem in the story of Carlos Tevez in English football?
It can be. Like I said, I learned English before I arrived to England, so I have a little bit of knowledge about it, and then obviously now 8 years improved it. But it is one of the things you should do the first. Just learn the language, because that will help you to socialize with the teammates, with make friends, get to know new people, and that's basic. That is basic. Yeah.
We're talking about an interchange of different cultures, and we're at an event which seeks to do exactly that.
Yeah.
We're at SoccerX. What do you see as the importance of SoccerX?
Well, it's my first time in SoccerX, and I've already been impressed. I've been only one day, but I think it's great because, like you say, you get to know many people that love football from different angles related to football, and sharing experiences, sharing knowledge, and it's not like they fighting against each other. I mean, you see here Barcelona, Madrid, they walking along. You see from Brazil, from Argentina, from all over the world, and just for the goal to learn and to improve their clubs and their skills in the not just on the field, also in the offices.
Brazil is staging the next World Cup. It's living a good economic moment. Do you imagine if maybe you were 10 years younger, you would like to have the experience of playing in Brazil as well as England and Italy?
I would have, if I would have the chance. I mean, that was one of the things I always wanted to do as a professional. I wanted to experience football from different point of views, different countries, and I did, 3 of the biggest in Europe, in the world. I would have done more if I could have, and obviously Brazil, back then, would have been one country I would have loved to experience football because they're so passionate about it.
Do you follow the reality of South American football?
To be honest, not much. I mean, I know, follow the championship and the teams. I've noticed some players that play in Europe, they're coming back to Brazil because the good economic moment there is living. So, but not much.
And what does Signor Mendieta do now?
I'm doing a bit of media in England with Sky. I am setting up an academy, trying to link Spain and England, helping players to develop, to improve as not just as a player, also as persons, human beings, and we just starting. So hopefully in the next months things will be running.
English players, Spanish players?
It's orientated to both. I mean, the idea is to teach English players with the Spanish methodology, because now Spanish football is like, probably at the best of its history. So we're trying to make the most of that and helping these players. We don't want to change them. We want the English players be English players, but improve them in maybe technically, maybe the knowledge of football, how to read the games, and make them better players.
And how do you select these players?
We'll have trials. Because we will be a foundation, a charity. So some of them will be non-privileged kids that have the chance to train, to maybe get the chance to play in the big leagues. And because it will be between England and Spain, we'll hopefully help also Spanish players maybe coming to England. So like I say, it's going to be like hopefully a bridge in both way directions.
Do you still watch a lot of football?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Who do you like?
Well, I like Barcelona, easy one. I like Madrid, the way they play, the counter-attack. I think this season they're more solid, they're more complete, even more than they were last season. I like Arsenal, like Man U, Man City. I mean, probably England and Spain is the leagues I follow the most. Italy, I've seen Milan recently. They're doing very well. Not so good in the league, but they're going to be there. Juve is back, where it should be. Big clubs always has to be. I would like to see them in the top place.
Playing in these three different countries, how was the atmosphere different?
It is. I mean, Spanish and Italians are obviously more passionate, for good or for bad. I mean, when things are good, it's great. When things are not so good, they're not so good, because they really feel this football like a personal thing. In England, what I like about England, and I think what Spanish players love about English supporters, is like whatever happens, there's always the next game. You could just walk out the stadium and nobody's gonna tell you anything. If anything, they will like, cheering you up and making you think of another game and being positive, and that is great. That doesn't happen in Spain, unfortunately. Which, well, I would like something like that to happen in Spain. So things being more relaxed sometimes, but I guess that's contradiction at some point.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Grande prazer.